Local watch parties cheered on Timothy Bradley against Manny Pacquiao for the third time. And then today, the PGA's first major of the year wrapped up. KMIR's Julie Bueller is here with your weekend highlights.
You know, Angela, it was amazing. While Manny Pacquiao earned the unanimous decision over Timothy Bradley, it wasn't long until after the fight ended that questions about Pacquiao's future began. Meanwhile, through the first 3 rounds of the Masters, young Jordan Spieth made history, and there were a few questions about who might take home that green jacket. But in a matter of 15 minutes today, that all changed.
The two fighters split the first 2 bouts, and while Manny Pacquiao stated publicly that he'd retire after this third and decisive fight, after the decisive win over Bradley, his tune has changed. He now says there's a 50-50 chance he'll retire. Pacquiao was coming off an 11-month layoff after losing badly to Floyd Mayweather in what was supposed to be the fight of the century, but ended up being the dud of the decade. So perhaps expectations were uncharacteristically low for the Pac-Man, but he was fantastic against Bradley. The official scorecards, all 3 giving Pacquiao a 116-110 win, didn't reflect the excitement of the fight. But the power we'd grown accustomed to seeing behind Pacquiao's punches was there once again. Bradley was caught off balance a few times, and Pacquiao scored some knockdowns. And given his performance, it's not hard to imagine Pacquiao, even at 37 years old, stepping back into the ring against another allegedly retired fighter, Floyd Mayweather. Crazier things have happened. Case in point, Sunday at the Masters. As last year's wire-to-wire champ and after leading this year's tournament after 3 rounds, 22-year-old Jordan Spieth set yet another record by holding the Masters lead for 7 consecutive rounds. And in the final round, Spieth logged 5 birdies in the front 9, including 4 straight birdies heading into the turn. It looked like Spieth would become only the 4th player ever to win back-to-back Masters. But golf can be a rigorously cruel sport, and this week at the Masters was particularly so. The wind sending tee shots into the trees and sometimes blowing so strongly it, repositioned the ball. And in a matter of just a few holes, the leaderboard also repositioned, with Spieth falling all the way to 4th. After a bogey on 11, he shot a quadruple bogey on 12, finding water twice, and his lead evaporated just like that. British player Danny Willett took the lead and did not look back. He logged 3 birdies on the back 9 and became the first British player since 1996 to win the Masters. In fact, Willett nearly didn't make it to Augusta. He and his wife were due to have their first child, and today was little Zachariah's due date. But their little man came a few weeks early, and the 12th ranked player in the world entered the Masters and won his first major. And exactly 67 years to the day after Sam Snead put on the first green jacket, Willett put his on. And the man whose collapse made it possible was the one slipping it on.
Golf giveth and golf taketh away. Willett finished the tournament and the day at 5 under, and he'll take home a cool $1.8 million for his efforts. Meanwhile, Spieth finished tied with Lee Westwood for 2nd. Both men finished at 2 under, 3 shots off the lead. Back to you.
Exciting day. Thank you, Julie.